September 22nd, 2025 লা দিন দে সেন্ট্রাল গভর্নমেন্ট প্রা নতুন জিএসটি রিফর্ম ইমপ্লিমেন্ট করেছে ইতো ওপর আজি ভারতীয় জনতা পার্টি খান একটা প্রেস কনফারেন্স হোল্ড করেছে তাখান লা ডিস্ট্রিক্ট পার্টি অফিস দিমাপুর দে কথা করিয়া সময় তাখান রা জানাই দিছে সেপ্টেম্বর 22nd রা অক্টোবর 20th তক তাখান নাগাল্যান্ড লা ডিস্ট্রিক্ট সবতে নতুন জিএসটি রিফর্ম দো কি আছে আর মানুষ কারণে কিনেগা লাভ হবো ইতো ওপর ক্যাম্পেইন করব কইছে আইবি ডিটেইলস
Before I stress into the GST reform, I would like to highlight some of the activities that we have taken so far. Under the leadership of our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji, on 3rd September 2025 at the 56th GST Council, this reform has been taken place, and from 22nd September till 20th of October 2025, this GST reform campaign will continue all over the nation. Therefore, BJP Nagaland also, along with the nation, we are continuing this campaign till the 20th of October. During this campaign, we have constituted district committee in all the district of Nagaland, and through this district committee, the new GST reform, which is beneficial for the common people, the middle class, the businessmen, the traders, and especially the MSME unit, how beneficial it is for the people has been appraised throughout the state. Akiti Guandishina Nagaland TV continue Korigena JSA till the 20th of October. Aro all over the state, the BJP Karyakatas itula message luigena till the grassroots, the new GST reforms kinika beneficial for the people ase eta koigena samjaigena peraya. Not only that, our elected legislator, led by Honorable Deputy Chief Minister, Dainijor bi legena marketplaces ti jaigena, interact korise with the shopkeepers, with the traders. Aro taikan laga views hotishe. The new GST reforms to kiniga ase, whether it is an advantage or disadvantage to the people. Korigena hotigena peraise, we got positive response that the new GST reform is a bond for the society. Itia, from 22nd September, the new GST reforms to implement hoishe. Aro, itia Modi ji goya ase, it is a bonus for Diwali. Kili holo 20th October day itla campaign end koribo, and 20th October is our Diwali. Diwali laga festival event ase. The new GST reforms to poila 28% GST lui thaka to etia slash korigena 18% hoi jaise. Likewise, 18% GST lui thaka to the new reforms under there 5% hoi jaise. Konoba items kanti to 0%. Especially and daily essentials kan nishina, or electronics, small cars. Ito kan nishina de GST da beshi down gori dise. Aro itu through this new GST reforms, American citizens of India, especially the poor and the middle class, beshi benefit hoye ase. Instead of buying things at a higher price, it a cheaper price to buy ase. Likewise, the factories in the industries, they can be agide GST high thaka dem dido opai na thaki kina at a higher rate di thaki je. Only be dia new GST ahe kina when the GST has been slashed. Itia do that can be factory hobby, industry hobby, manufacturing at a lower cost to bonai ase, and that same cost it is benefiting the people of India. That is some few points on the GST I would like to read out. A new economic dawn. This next generation GST reform is a historic milestone for our nation. It is not merely a policy adjustment, it is the culmination of a decade of the Modi government, relentless, stable, and visionary economic management. The main message is simple and powerful. GST rates are slashed across the board. GST rate cut have been implemented on 99% of goods in the 12% bracket and 90% in the 28% bracket. This will boost domestic consumption by nearly 2 lakh crore, which is equal to 4 times the BMA allocation and 10 times the BLI scheme allocation, strengthening the country economy. Presented as a monumental Diwali bonus, then this next generation GST reform shows the Modi government active commitment to continuous improvement in the best interest of Bharat. The new structure is explicitly pro-people. Essential are at 0 to 5%. Common goods move down to 5%, while luxury and scenes goods are taxed higher. This progressive model protects the poor and the middle class while securing the national exchequers. This historic step wasn't possible overnight. It is built on a decade of repairing the economy inherited from the UPA, where a tiny taxpayers has supported over 140 crore people. Through relentless effort to formalize the economy and build trust, Modi government has more than doubled the number of taxpayers from 65 lakhs in 2017 to over 1.51 crore today.
I would like to start a few comparison of taxes levied during UBA and NTS government. Here are some few differences or the comparison. Items, UBS era tax slab, NTS era tax slab. I will just go through it. Cement, 30% during UBS era, NTA 18%, sanitary beds 13%, UBS era 0, bands 30% during UBA era, 5% NTA era, footwear 18% to 5% during UBA NTS era, television sets 30% during UBS era, NTS era 18%. Refrigerator 30% during UBS era, NTS era 18%. Restaurant 21% during UBS era, NTS era 5%. Shampoo 30% during UBS era, NTS era 5%. Coffee 30% during UBS era, NTS era 5%. Toothpaste 30% during UBS era, NTS era 5%. Mineral water 28% during UBS era, NDS 5%. Cosmetics 30% during UBS era, NDS 5%. Chocolates 30% during UBS era, NDS era 18%. Sweets 18% during UBS era, 5% during NDS era. Plywood 30% during UBS era, NTS era 18%. Sanitary ware 30% during UBS era, NDS era 18%. Here, kun bra itukan honi ase, itukan American consumers can be chani na thagile pal kurina itu all of some essential commodities itukan nimide American itu janai thiache.
Through this press conference, I would like to send a message to the people of Nagaland. American sub jane ase tax devolution. That is the 50% tax. American la central government bra state government ki dia laga. American naga manno bishibak dusra state pra he business kori kena saman holi bi kini kena ahi ase. No one thing. In short, Assam bra amikan saman kini ase ole do that tax goes to the state government of Assam, not to the government of Nagaland. Ito karne para tak amikan Nagaland government kimi motop kore kena bahar bra saman nole kena parile Nagaland ki available ase at a cheaper price lobole koshis korile bishi pa. Kili holi do it comes under the state GST category. State ti lwa laga tax to central government leke na 50% state government ki di diya ase. Ekta ase central GST. Ito do ki tax loy ase ito do central government loy lo. Ekta ase integrated GST. That is integrated GST di do ekta state pra loa juti amikan Assam pra loise. To Assam laga bi tadi olop katikina di dibo Nagaland la dibi olop katikina di ase. Olibe parata state GST to amikan promote koribo lage aro ito promote korile amikan bi ito joa hafta central government release kori dia nishina tax devolution tadi amikan bi tax to high korigena back to the state government amikan naga public ki benefit koribo na ito bi janai dia ase.